Hey, what is up, spiritual hooligan? All is well. You're living in an abundant world. You're living in an abundant state. But my gosh, the mind does not let you accept and appreciate that. And it creates contrasting and opposing forces, opposing intentions inside of you. You look around and you go, yeah, I am. All my needs are essentially being met. And I want more. Why do I? He has more than me. How come I don't? I need to get there. I don't have this. There's this longing inside to gather up more, to do more, to have more, to be more. And that may never actually go away for you, but the longing can transform from a negative to a positive. From a thing that makes you feel terrible about your life to a thing that empowers and creates energy for you to move. My name is Matthew Ferry, and I'm bringing you your daily enlightenment. It's your moment to pause, to slow down, to get connected to enlightened perspectives. I want to help you to quiet your mind and restore your peace. And we're on an enlightened perspective terror right now. This is, this is the 14th daily enlightenment in a row that I have been reflecting on enlightened perspectives with you. And enlightened perspectives are very simple. They just assume that all is well. That's it. They assume that all is well. And a survival perspective assumes that something needs to be changed or fixed or altered. And then once it's changed, fixed, or altered, then it might be all is well. The enlightened perspective assumes that all is well. And when you are operating via enlightened perspectives, you feel at peace. Your mind is quiet. You are in action because you're in what is more of an inspired action. You're excited about life. You're energized. You're lit up. You're turned on. So today we're going to do 3 enlightened perspectives that I think will help you to recontextualize the state of affairs that you're in today. Now, these enlightened perspectives all test strong with muscle testing. That's another interesting data point, meaning when you expose yourself to the statement, your body is fortified, versus exposing yourself to a survival perspective, your body is actually weakened. You're not able to keep your arms strong, which means your whole body is being weakened. So here we go. Check it out. I am living in an abundant and prosperous state. This is an enlightened perspective, that you're living in an abundant and prosperous state. Now, the drunk monkey jumps right in and goes, yeah, but what about this and what about that and how come, right, and all of that stuff. And all that's happening is you have underlying hidden motives to survive that are unresolved. So you might have greed running, you might have pride running, you might have grudge or hatred, you might have victim running, and all of those things are correctable. You go find them, you find where is the hidden motive running, and then you go through a process and you essentially heal the imbalance in your consciousness. Now, I am living in an abundant and prosperous state. That doesn't mean that you have all the money that you want. It doesn't mean that you have everything you need. It means that what you have is actually perfect, exactly as it is. You have, essentially, if you're being honest, you have what you need to live the life that you want to live. And you have ideas about what else you would like to be experiencing. But what happens is these inspirations come through you. Oh, I really want to do this. Then the drunk monkey says, because I don't have it, I'm a loser. Because I don't have it, I'm a victim. Because I don't have it, it proves that my fundamental misperception, I'm nothing, I'm stupid, I'm not enough, I'm no good, I'm ugly, right? People are better than me. It proves, because the vision came through, and now I don't have the vision, the drunk monkey creates an attachment. Essentially, it fears that this vision won't come true, and then it means something about me now, and then I'm going to lose some benefit in the future. That's an attachment. Watch my videos on attachment to help you release your attachments. But here's what you need to know. For thousands of years and for thousands of generations, people didn't have what they needed to survive, but you do. You and I are living in greater and greater and greater states of abundance than ever before in history. Your basic needs being met 200 years ago puts you at the top of the food chain. But today, it's just normal. You're living in a thriving state, but you have hardware and software that is designed for a survival state. And the game is to now practice transcending the survival mind and ascending into the enlightened perspective, which is the recognition that the source of life for you is the source of life for everyone and everything. That we're all one thing expressing itself with infinite variety, that all is well. You and I are living in greater states of abundance than ever before in human history. You're reading this, or you are listening to this, or you are watching this on an electronic device. Hello. Start loving what you got. Here's number 2. The world is perfect exactly as it is. This tests strong. When you put your arm out and you say the world is perfect exactly as it is, and somebody pushes on your arm it stays stiff. All the muscles function. But if you say the world is broken and it needs to be fixed, no matter how strong you are, your arm starts to fall. In other words, it causes you to malfunction to think that the world is broken. The only thing that makes the world less than perfect is your perspective about it, or your preferences. So you are ideas and dreams and visions incarnate, right? So the universe is manifesting and you are what is being manifested. So these ideas come, and then the survival system accidentally jumps in and goes, because the world isn't like that, it's broken. But that's delusional. The world is perfect exactly as it is. So just because you have the desire for something doesn't mean that what you have now is bad. Just because you have the desire for the world to change doesn't mean that the way that the world now is bad. You are the world evolving. That's what you are. You are humanity evolving. That's it. And what is evolution? Evolution is these anomalies being opposed by the status quo, and then the most effective iterations of the anomaly survive and change what the status quo is. And now there's a new status quo, and then new ideas come through, and then the status quo opposes them. And then the best iterations of the new anomalies come through, and then they become the status quo. And that's what you are. You are this consistent anomaly. You dream of a world of peace and flow and joy, and the current status quo opposes it. It doesn't make the current status quo wrong. Declare it perfect, and then move forward from there. Number 3, even if nothing changes, all is well. This is an enlightened perspective. It assumes that all is well. It's in the statement, obviously, but it assumes that all is well, and if you muscle test yourself, even if nothing changes, all is well, it's just like a different variation on now is perfect. It tests strong. So you're living in a state of perfection at all times. And you're also a creative being driven to thrive and to prosper. And your drive to thrive and prosper doesn't make the current situation wrong. Accept what you have and move forward from there. All right, you got this? So take these perspectives in and practice them today. Will you leave me a comment and tell me what's on your mind? What are you thinking? How am I shifting your thinking? What new insights do you have? I want to know. Leave me a comment. Notice how these things shift your survival consciousness into enlightened consciousness. And you can measure that by the degree to which your mind is being quiet. I would love to hear from you. My name is Matthew Ferry, author of Quiet Mind, Epic Life. Please like this video or audio. Please share it with the people that you think it would make a difference for. And you can also leave me a comment and you can subscribe. All those things are social currency. They say to these big platforms, hey, this is something that other people should be checking out, and it's working. Thank you for all the likes and the shares and the subscribing to my channel, blah, blah, blah. Thank you for that. It makes a difference. And if you want, you can come join us in the Spiritual Hooligans Facebook group. Kristen and I, that's my wife, we run that group, and it's just a bunch of people like us. We're all doing this work together. And then simultaneously, you can, no, that's it. Those are all the things, actually. I was just free-forming it. You know what the last thing is? Hey, thanks for tuning in to this Daily Enlightenment.